The first experiences of heaven started actually when I was in the emergency room. This happened very quickly. I was watching everything, not feeling fearful or anything, but knowing that I must be dead. That obviously I'm down there body-wise, but I'm really up here. I felt very alive and very alert and vibrantly alert, if we could say it that way. But then, after this flashback that I had shared with you a moment ago, I started moving backwards out of the emergency room, and I couldn't control it. I started moving out the door, and I couldn't control that. And I realized something was changing, because up until this point, I seemed to have some kind of control over where I was because I wanted to be near my body, but now I'm moving away from my body without control. And I move through the hallways. If my memory remembers a picture of the hallway of the hospital, and it blurred into colors, if that makes any sense. And surely it doesn't. But I've said this to others, and the hallway of the hospital, which looks like a normal hospital hallway with lights and white tiles and things like that, but then it blurs and becomes very colorful, like curtains. And next thing I know, I'm moving. At first I was moving backwards, now I'm moving forwards. And this is the weirdest experience, I think. But I start moving out of the city of Burbank and into the sky and into the heavenlies. And this happened really quickly. Now, the next thing I know, I'm not looking backwards, by the way. So I'm not looking at how high I've climbed. I'm only focusing on this light that's ahead of me. But as I'm questioning what's happening, I recognize that I'm moving at unimaginable speeds, really. And I'm moving through what looks to me, I would use the words dark space or deep space. And as I'm traveling at this incredibly high velocity, I'm watching small spheres of light moving the other direction, as if they were standing still, and I'm moving, I don't know, near the speed of light or half the speed of light. I don't know. I have no way of describing that. And as I'm moving, there's this giant, brilliant light shining from what appears to be coming from me, as if I'm generating the light. There's light up ahead, true, but still I'm going through this narrow pathway of light. I need to tell you something here. I think it's important. Ever since this happened, I have been unable to read anybody's story about their heaven experience. I have not read other people's stories. I don't watch the YouTube about other people's experiences. I was told at a very young age not to let anything taint this. And also, I was quite convinced that God and I had this as a secret. My grandpa knew, but then later he died. So this weird experience is my experience, and I can assure you that it's not tainted by someone else's, because I don't know anyone else's. And if someone comes up and tells me about their heaven experience, I usually stop them and explain to them why. If people write me letters or emails and tell me about their experience, I cannot read them. God has not allowed me the freedom, nor do I have any desire to go outside of that and learn about anyone else and what happened to them. This is me, and this is what happened to me, as I recall.